Continuing the ammo quest for the TCP and 380. I want to find out if these things do the job. I actually have some pretty high hopes for these. These are Winchester PDX1s. These are a bonded bullet, which should make them have a better performance through barriers. It's Winchester's latest technology, and they go to great lengths to point out that PDX1 is the duty round chosen by the FBI, and I, of course, am applying the minimal standard of the FBI test of wanting to see 12 inches, consistent 12 inches of penetration with expansion. So I'm looking forward to the PDX1 here. Let's get out to the range and try them out. Results time for PDX1. A lot of anticipation, and the results are... the bullets expanded beautifully. I gotta say that. But they did not penetrate worth beans. I got 3 of them that are in the 7-inch range. The furthest one is 9 inches. I gotta say, as far as I'm concerned, for the purposes of selecting a defensive round for the little TCP, the PDX stands for pretty disappointing example. I actually feel kind of bad about picking on the PDX1 because when you look at the bullets, they're huge, and the wound cavities they created look pretty good, pretty big. It's just not enough penetration for them to be truly effective. So if I could have had these bullets, if they would have gone an extra 4 inches, boy, this would be a great round. And it is a great round in bigger calibers, but here, we only got 7 inches on the shortest one. Next one was 7 1/4, then 7 5/8. One was 8 3/8, and the furthest one only made it to 9 inches. That gives us an average, taking all 5 shots together and averaging out their penetration, 7.85 inches, and that just isn't good enough. The FBI is asking for a minimum of 12 inches where no round goes less than 12 inches. I think most 380 users would be content with 10 inches. To not even get 8 on average, that's, in my opinion, that's not good enough. The recovered PDX1s, they taunt me so. They look so good. Look at these bullets. They expanded in a textbook fashion, basically exactly what you would want to see if only they had penetrated further. Very high technology in this bullet. Beautiful expansion. Compare the Hydroshock being that small, delivered pretty much adequate penetration, but you can see the PDX1, if it had more power behind it, it could have cut such a bigger wound path, and that would be really interesting. That's pretty good argument as to why people go with a 9mm instead of a 380. But we're questing here for the 380. And in this example, we just didn't get enough penetration, even though they expanded magnificently. They just didn't go far enough. Again, the expansion is beautiful, but it's just too much expansion for this little low power round. I know that the PDX1 is advertised as being the FBI's duty round, but this didn't come close. Some of the bullets barely made it halfway to what the FBI's own test would specify, which I think is a pretty good indication of why the FBI doesn't use 380s. But some of us do have and would like to know how a 380 performs best. That's why I'm looking for the best round. PDX1, if you need penetration, PDX1 isn't it. If you like expansion, if you value expansion above all else, these are beautiful rounds. But as far as effectiveness and hitting that 12-inch mark for guaranteed ability to cause a critical hit from any angle, PDX1 doesn't come close. Thanks for tuning in, and I've got more episodes of the Ammo Quest coming up. Plus, we've got other equipment reviews that you can check out on shootingthebull.net.